Hello, White Bear and North Branch Leadership Academy. This is Pete Ockuly. I just wanted to touch base a little bit with you before next week, and I wanted to remind you that we have a meeting next week and just let you know that I'm really looking forward to it. So last time we got together, I hope you remember that I mentioned that you're going to need to read pages 40 through 80 in that workbook. It's really just 7 stories that have some great lessons about life and leadership. And to be honest with you, they're kind of written at a sort of middle school / early high school reading level, so you should be able to just breeze through them if you haven't gotten to them yet. And if you're going to make decisions that are for the benefit of the group, you really owe it to them to make the most informed decision possible. And that's why I tend to read as much as I can and learn as much as I can, so that whenever I do make a big decision that affects other people besides just me, it's an informed decision and I have confidence in it, and I know that this sort of decision has worked in these sorts of situations. So I think that reading is really an important part of being a leader. Yeah, I'm going to ask you to do some talking in front of the group, and in fact this time I'm going to ask everybody to do a little bit of talking. It really doesn't have as much to do with leadership as it does to do with learning. If you read some of the research on the brain, especially research by a doctor by the name of John Rady, he wrote a great book called Spark, and it's all about how the brain works and how it learns, and he talks about a very specific chemical in your brain that is there when you are stressed. So it's a chemical it's called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. And what Rady seems to think, and I think there's a lot of evidence to indicate that he's right, the fact of the matter is that when you are under the right amount of stress, not too much stress, just a little bit of stress, but when you're under the right amount of stress, your brain cells actually start to grow. They grow, and in some cases they even duplicate. You make new brain cells as a result of being a little bit stressed out. So think of it as an opportunity to get that nervous system really flowing. So again, I just wanted to touch base with you. I really don't have too much more for you this week, but I just wanted to remind you that we do in fact have a meeting next week, and that we do have 40 pages that you need to read before next week. If you do have any questions or comments or suggestions or ideas, you can always email me at pkockuly@q.com. And until then, just do the great job that I know you're doing and be worth following.